like another one of those just getting my thoughts off of my chest type of a vlogs. Just warning you, it's going to be pure, not nonsense, but it's going to kind of be all over the place. So, story time. I always have stories when I do these. So, I have been planning for months, like actually planning, not just like daydream planning, but actually like putting plans into practice and making reservations and so on and so forth for my birthday and my best friend Stephanie's birthday Disney trip. She's coming down to Disney for a whole week. We're both November babies, we're both Thanksgiving babies, so it's gonna be a whole week of Thanksgiving. And months ago, I knew that Disney park admission for cast members has been a little spotty, and I'm sure, and I knew it was going to be last minute and so on and so forth when it came to blockout dates and stuff. So I took the liberty of using, we get complimentary tickets. So the way Disney cast member admission works, we have the self-admission, so it's like me getting myself into the park. We have guest passes. We can get up to 3 people into a park with us. That has separate blockout dates. And then we also have what's called a comp ticket or complimentary tickets that we get for like if you need to get 4 people in, or if you decide you want to go on a day that we're like blocked out of, which for self-admission, typically the only days that we're blocked out of are like days that you don't want to go to the park. So like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, 4th of July, New Year's Eve, like stuff that like the park's probably going to be packed anyway. Those are typically the only days that we are blocked out of self-admission. That said, since COVID or since reopening, our park admission, just getting ourselves in, has been a little spotty. It's been pretty good this summer. But there was like a couple of months where we couldn't even get into the parks. I mean, when the parks first opened, we couldn't get into the parks. We had 4 cast member days, which you can only go to 2 of them, for us to be able to go to the parks just ourselves. We couldn't bring anyone with us, and that was it for a while. But since requiring cast members to be vaccinated, and since certain rules in Florida have been relieved from COVID, and cases have gotten better, and so on and so forth, they've slowly started bringing things back, which means the capacity for the parks has gone up. Now, because it is the 50th anniversary, we have been busier, but like not as busy as you would expect. For example, we were blocked out of the parks for most of October, but halfway through October, they opened up a lot of them. That's been the case for a lot of this year, is you'd be blocked out for like maybe 2 weeks, or like for random parks, and then like the week of, it would open up last minute. That happens a lot. So that is that, and we've also been getting blockout dates very last minute, like very, very last minute. For example, today is I think it's the 27th or the 28th. It's the 28th of October. We just got the blockout dates for November's month. And that's why this is coming up. I knew there was a possibility of us being blocked out because it was Thanksgiving week. There's always a possibility, which is why I used our comp tickets. And it says that we're blocked out with our comp tickets literally the entire week that she is here. Now, this is very frustrating because one, it's like, 3 weeks from now, so that sucks for like anyone who didn't have comp tickets and had made plans to come down. Also, I just looked at myself in the reflection, and we're doing a no makeup day, so that's why I look awful. But I just think like that's kind of sucks, like to get blackout dates so last minute. Also, the fact that yes, they may lift the blackout dates is great, but because it would be so last minute, there's a possibility of you having to change plans last minute, or like not be able to have the plans you originally planned on doing. Like for example, I planned at least one mostly Magic Kingdom day, and then one mostly Hollywood Studios day. So I know those are the 2 parks that she really wanted to go to. We're doing like literally all of the Star Wars stuff for Hollywood Studios. So I have like everything buckled down to what we need to do. We're planning on doing the lightning lane stuff. Like I've been spending months fine-tuning this plan, under the assumption that, well, at least if we're blocked out, I still have my comp tickets. Well, my comp tickets are blocked out. So here's my dilemma. I mean, not only am I frustrated, and mind you, that's the only week we're blocked out so far, like out of all the parks. Because if we were blocked out of one park, at least we could park hop, which is doable, totally doable. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for. I'm kind of hoping for that, if anything, the days that we have planned, that we'll just have to change the park pass that we're going to, and like instead of it being Hollywood Studios or Magic Kingdom, the two most popular, that we could change it to like Epcot and Animal Kingdom or something along those lines, and then just park hop. So that's what I'm, like, best case scenario hoping for. Unfortunately, I'm kind of at a standstill because I made park passes months ago. Like, I made one for Magic Kingdom, I believe it was 2 months ago. It was as soon as we got our summer tickets. And then I made one for Hollywood Studios, I think at the beginning of the summer, because that was my winter ticket from last year. Because I knew that was the one park day that I wanted to have, like, down. Because I'm planning on doing lightsaber build, and she's planning on doing a droid build. And so I wanted to kind of work around that. Anywho. So good. So anyway, I still have those plans set. And although our cast blockout dates say that we're blocked out, we haven't gotten any sort of notification or anything from my park pass. Now, literally, I'm filming this the day after, rather, that the park blockout dates just came out. So maybe it takes like 24 hours in their system to go. In my personal opinion, if for whatever reason, let's say someone, it doesn't have to be a cast member, it could be anyone, makes a park pass for a park, made that park pass a couple months in advance or something, and then something comes up that month where all of a sudden Disney has like 1 million people. Let's say the ticket they bought was like one of the lower subject ones, or maybe they have an annual pass and it was like one of the base ones, not like the extra ones, and so their admission is blocked out. Like, hypothetically speaking, you would think that Disney would be like, hey, your admission is no longer valid, and they would get like an email or a phone call or a text or a notification of some variety. Because I was looking online and it says just because you've made a park pass doesn't mean you're guaranteed admission into the park, implying that blockout dates can change. But what doesn't make sense to me is there's also a following statement that says if your admission changes, then you have up to 2 days to fix your admission, to buy a new park ticket, basically, before you lose your park pass. That part doesn't make sense to me, because if you have 2 days, if you have a time limit, then that means that they should notify you. They can't just like take the blockout dates out and then all of a sudden you don't have a park pass anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, that seems unfair to me. So I haven't gotten an email yet as of right now. But what I did do is, like, the second or first day she's here, we have admission to Animal Kingdom. I have admission to Animal Kingdom. So I made a park pass for Animal Kingdom. And so right now the goal is to go to Animal Kingdom and then park hop to Hollywood Studios. And then we're just going to go from there. As of right now, that is the only day that we're going to be able to do anything Disney park related, which I've had 24 hours to think about it, and as of right now, I am okay with that statement. It still makes me very, very sad, because I was talking to my husband and he was like, or I was talking to Stephanie and she was like, it's okay, it's fine, like, I don't have to do everything, I'm just gonna be happy to be there with you, which is great. But on the flip side, all the Hollywood Studios stuff, like the big exciting day that I was really looking forward to, that was on my birthday. This is my birthday trip too, and it's just really, really frustrating because that's devastating. Like, what if I had made other plans, like staying at resorts and stuff like that? What if I had put more money into this and now I can't go? I'm so annoyed, but that is the plan. So right now I've got plan A, which is what I've been planning for months, and then I have developed a plan B, which is our our all-day park hopping extravaganza. And then I'm gonna fiddle in some of the other things that we had planned on doing, like going to the different resorts, checking out the Christmas stuff, whatever. But also just trying to add in extra things. We did, and I am still considering getting Mickey's Very Merry After Hours tickets, but my concern with that is because, like, on the one hand, it's like, if I'm gonna have to pay for park admission anyway, at least I'm getting the Christmas stuff, because I actually haven't been to a Christmas party in over 6 years, and she's never been to one ever, so that'd be kind of cool. But like, it's almost $200 for one day, versus if I just got regular park admission for that day, it would be $100. But again, any way you look at it, that's still at least $100 to $200 extra that you're having to pay that you did not originally plan on paying. Do you know what I mean? It's just really, really frustrating and annoying, because it's like, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to vent about that a little bit, because it's really frustrating that Disney would do that. I can understand Thanksgiving Day, or like the day before, the day after, or like I can understand blocking out like the main parks, like Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. So Hollywood Studios is the smallest park, has all the newest attractions and stuff, and Magic Kingdom is the most popular park. But like Epcot's Food and Wine Festival ends on the 20th. So like, it's there's not gonna be any holiday stuff or anything going on at Epcot. It has the largest capacity. That's the one park that we've rarely ever been blocked out of. It's the one park that's like mostly that I was like not expecting for us to be blocked out of. You know what I mean? And so I'm hoping at least Epcot will open up, or Epcot and Animal Kingdom. I'm hoping at least those two parks will open up, because then that means that we can go. I can split our days instead of doing everything that we want to in the one day. I can split it into, doing like half days, kind of like, which is what we did last time. Doing like opening a park and then closing a separate park, opening a park, closing a separate park, or even just doing half days where we stop by a park and then hightail it to the other park to park hop, like go in at one and then park hop and try to be at that next park too. Do you know what I mean? So fingers crossed we'll be able to get it done. I've been looking forward to this trip for literally like months, practically all year, and I'm already bummed out that there's certain things that aren't going to be operating, aka Fantasmic, which is my favorite. That's my favorite nighttime show, and I literally have not seen it since April 2019, which was the last time Stephanie was here. So I'm just, it's frustrating. Anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. If you guys have any fun ideas, like if you live in the Orlando area, if you have any fun ideas of things that we can go do, I typically don't venture far from the Disney area, and so if there's anything like around Orlando or something that like, kind of like the Cat Cafe, that we can go and do, that I can add to the list of things that we can go and have fun with, instead of just being at home watching Christmas movies and baking. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, just let me know. Thank you guys for listening. If you stuck around to the end of this vlog, please give it a thumbs up, and type like a little smiley face in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.